The Dallas Mavericks are on fire right now, winning an impressive 8 out of their last 9 games. Their only loss came in a nail-biting overtime finish against the Miami Heat. But as they ride this wave of success, there's some fascinating news brewing on the trade front, specifically concerning star player Jimmy Butler. Recent reports suggest that there's been some behind-the-scenes chatter regarding the future of Butler, who is a Texas native. Michael Scotto from HoopsHype.com has noted that league insiders are talking about the possibility of the Houston Rockets or the Mavericks making a run at Butler if he and the Miami Heat decide to part ways. Currently, the Rockets are seen as a frontrunner in this trade speculation, boasting a young core that has caught the attention of many. Meanwhile, the Mavericks remain a formidable contender in the highly competitive Western Conference. It's interesting to highlight that executives checking in on Butler have gathered the impression that the Heat are keen to determine Butler's future after the season wraps up. What makes the situation even more intriguing is the potential implications for both teams and the league as a whole. Would the Mavs consider sacrificing some of their young talent to bring in a star like Butler? Would Butler be the missing piece in their quest for a championship? Only time will tell, but it's certainly a storyline worth keeping an eye on as the season progresses. Transitioning back into the conversation, let's focus on the financials. Trying to match salaries for a player of Jimmy Butler's caliber poses a significant challenge. This season, Butler is pulling in a staggering $48.8 million, with a player option worth over $52 million looming for next year. For the Dallas Mavericks, this makes the prospect of acquiring Butler a tall order, as it would require a substantial sacrifice of their current roster. Imagine this. To make a deal happen, the Mavericks would likely have to part ways with major contributors. We're talking about trading away star players like Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, and Maxi Kleber, alongside a promising young player like Derek Lively too. The Mavericks have no intention of dismantling their depth, which has been crucial in their recent winning streak. How would they throw all of that away for a 35-year-old who, while being a former All-Star, comes with significant risk? Moreover, if the Mavericks have any hopes of acquiring Butler, it seems the best time to pursue him would be in the offseason. Currently, they are cautious about disrupting the team's chemistry, something that has clearly brought them success this season. Also, there's a sense that Butler himself might prefer waiting until after the current season wraps up to see how things unfold. Butler's recent performance has yet again reminded everyone of his talent on the court. As a native of Houston, he's been through the ups and downs of his career. Currently, he's averaging 18.9 points per game. However, it's tough to ignore the fact that he hasn't played a full season since 2018-19, often sidelined due to injuries. Just last week, he showcased his skills by scoring 33 points in a game against the Mavericks, taking an impressive 17 trips to the free throw line. So, what does this all mean for the Mavericks? The choice of whether to pursue someone like Butler hinges not just on the numbers, but also on the team's future direction. Balancing their strength and depth against the allure of a star player is a delicate dance. Will they prioritize keeping their current roster intact, or will the prospect of having Jimmy Butler sway them to make a potentially risky move?